when we reframe our mindset when it comes to tax returns and we stop thinking about it as free money and start thinking about it as our money, it really changes the landscape about what we're going to do with this money. Because it's not a bonus, because it's not a windfall, we don't need to necessarily get distracted by all the things that we could essentially spend our money on. We can start thinking about how we can utilize this money to accelerate towards our goals. So this is really important to understand exactly where you're sitting at the moment. If you do not have your basic standard of living sorted out, that is, you are living week to week, or you have significant amounts of debt, or you don't have cash reserves, then use that money to sort out your basics. Pay the most expensive debt down, build up your emergency buffer, high five yourself. This is a great opportunity to do exactly that. If your basics are covered, then we can start looking at your comfortable standard of living and thinking about how we can use some money to accelerate here. Is it something that you can put cash towards a short-term goal, something that you're already working towards, or perhaps your short-term goals are already under control because you've got a savings plan in place, which means you can use that money to start investing towards some of your medium or long-term goals. This is where it becomes quite exciting. If your comfortable standard of living is all sorted as well, then good for you. Get stuck into the aspirational. So again, this might be a place where you can take some higher risk with your money. The average tax refund in Australia is about $2,500 to $3,000. So in terms of aspirational investments, probably not going to be able to do a huge amount of that with that money, but it does reframe the conversation and give us something to think about, or perhaps gives us something to chip away at it a little bit more. But again, coming back to when we have our mindset in order and we're not thinking about this as free money, we're starting to think about it as money that's already existing in our financial ecosystem, then we can use that money to do what we would have done anyway. If someone said, hey, Rebecca, have an extra couple of $1,000s a year in terms of your earnings, what would we have done with that money anyway?